In the earlier video, we have studied LS coupling in two valence electron system, and we have also discussed about the LL coupling and SS coupling. We have seen some of the vector diagrams. Now today in this video, I am going to explain the vector diagrams in LS coupling, but with specific configuration. So configuration means in two valence electron system, as you know, we have two electrons, and the two electrons, they can be in different orbitals or the same orbital. For example, if they are in, both the electrons are in s orbital, you can say it is a SS coupling. Okay, if suppose one electron is in p orbital and other is in d orbital, it is PD configuration. Sorry, not coupling, it is configuration. So SS configuration, PD configuration. Similarly, PF means one electron in P and other in D. DD means both electron in D, and so on. So there can be different configuration. So as an example, we shall consider at least any one of these configuration, and let us try to understand this vector diagram. Let us try to define the different spectral terms associated with this any one of this configuration, so that once you understand any one example, you will be able to derive the spectral terms whenever such a two valence electron system you can assume in any of these configuration. And one can also represent these terms with the help of the vector diagram. So all these things we are going to study in this particular video. Okay, so now the example that we are going to consider here for two valence electron system, that is the PD configuration, and the coupling that we are going to consider here is LS coupling. Now in PD configuration, as you know, one electron is in p orbital and the other electron is in d orbital. So that is what PD configuration. Now if you assume the electron in p orbital, so as we have studied while representing the spectral terms, the p orbital, that means the L value. So L value for the first electron, that will be 1, because S, P, D, F, accordingly L value can be different as 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Okay, so since it is p orbital, L will be equal to 1. So for first electron we can say it is L1. So L1 is equal to 1, and S spin quantum number, so as usual it is 1/2, so S1 is equal to half. Then for the d orbital, since we are assuming the example of here PD configuration, one electron in p and other is in d. So for the electron in d orbital, so what is the L value? SPD 0, 1, 2. So therefore it is 2. So L2 is equal to 2 here. L2 means the second electron. Okay, so for second electron, L2 will be equal to 2, and S2 spin quantum number, that is 1/2. Okay, so now we have these four quantum numbers. You can say L1 is equal to 1, S1 is equal to half, and L2 is equal to 2, S2 is equal to half. Okay, so this, with these four different values, now L values we can derive by this quantum mechanical condition, mod of L2 minus L1 to mod of L2 plus L1. So L2 is 2 and L1 is 1. So 2 minus 1, that is 1, and 2 plus 1, that is 3. So all the values from 1 to 3. So L values are all these values 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3. All these three values of L are possible here according to this condition here. Okay, so and what is the S value? So S1 is equal to half and S2 is equal to half. So S1 minus S2 up to S1 plus S2. Since we have only two values of S1, both the values are same. So S1 minus S2, that is 0. S1 plus S2, 1/2 plus 1/2, that is 1. So S can be either 0 or 1. So we have only two values of S. So multiplicity of states, as we have seen while studying the spectral terms. So the formula is 2s plus 1, and if you substitute s is equal to 0, it will be 1, and if you substitute s is equal to 1 in this formula, that will be 3. So multiplicity can be 1 or 3, and depending on multiplicity of states, we are defining the spectral terms as either singlet terms for s is equal to 1, sorry, multiplicity is 1, and triplet terms for multiplicity is equal to 3. Okay, now let us define the terms for PD configuration with LS coupling. So we have assumed this example of PD configuration with LS coupling, and now we are going to define the terms for this particular configuration in two valence electron system. So the two electron system gives singlet states for s is equal to 0 and triplet states for s is equal to 1. Now let us consider s is equal to 0. First, s is equal to 0, and for s is equal to 0 we have all possible values of L, that is equal to L is equal to 1, 2, 3. So LS coupling, L values we have defined, S values we have defined. Okay, now this will interact, L value will interact with S value to produce the total momentum values, J values. Okay, so how these particular values L plus S up to L minus S. So for L is equal to 1, S is equal to 0, L plus S is 1, L minus S, so it has no meaning here, so J value is 1. Similarly for L is equal to 2, L plus S, that is 2 plus 0, that is 2, so and up to L minus S, 2 minus 0, that is 2, so only one value of J. So in this particular case, for every value of L, since S is 0, we have a single value of J, therefore the same values of L you will get as the values of J. So the total angular momentum values J we have defined here as 1, 2, 3 from the S value and L value. Do you understand here? So LS coupling we are defined here. Okay, so from L1 value, L2 value, for P and D configuration we have defined the capital L values. Okay, and similarly for S1 value and S2 value we have defined the capital S, the resultant spin momenta value. Okay, so we have got L is equal to 1, 2, 3 and S is equal to 0, 1, therefore J values are 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we have defined this S value, we have defined L values, and we have defined J values. So we can write the spectral terms. Since S is equal to 0, just now I have mentioned that for S is equal to 0, what we have here is singlet states. Okay, singlet states. So the terms for S is equal to 0 and L is equal to 1, 2, 3 with values of J 1, 2, 3 we can easily write here. So let us define these singlet terms now. So L is equal to 1, L is equal to 1, so we can use letter P, and multiplicity for S is equal to 0, 1, therefore singlet terms. So 1 P 1 and the first value of J, that is 1. So 1 P 1, singlet P 1 you can say, singlet D 2. For L is equal to 2, what is the letter we are using? So for L values, according to the capital L values, we are using letter either P, D, F, 1, 2, 3. If L is equal to 0, then that is S, remember. But we don't have 0 value here. So we have values 1, 2, 3, therefore P, D, F. These letters are used to represent the terms for this PD configuration. And the S is equal to 0, therefore multiplicity is 1 here in all these three cases. Okay, so singlet P1. So what is this value 1, 2, 3 represent? These are the J values. So the three terms, singlet three terms that we can define here are singlet P1, singlet D2 and singlet F3. Singlet F3. So these are the three singlet terms in the spectra of in the PD configuration with LS coupling for this two valence electron system. Now let us talk about the triplet terms. For triplet terms we have to consider S is equal to 1. So S is equal to 1, L values are same, that is 1, 2, 3. Now there are three different set of terms. Why? Because S value is 1. So S is equal to 1, L is equal to 1. This will be first set, for which we are going to find out the J values. Since here it was 0, S was 0 here in singlet terms, therefore the J values that we get straightway the same values as L. But this is not the case here. You just see S is equal to 1 and L is equal to 1, 2, 3. So separately we have to consider each set here. For example, 3 sets we are going to consider in this particular case. Which 3 sets? S1 is equal to 1, L is equal to 1. S is equal to 1, L is equal to 2, and S is equal to 1, L is equal to 3. These are the 3 sets. And for these 3 sets, we will get three different sets of J values. That means here we have 3 different sets of triplet terms. Why triplet terms? S is equal to 1. So let us see now. First set, S is equal to 1, L is equal to 1. So where S is equal to 1, L is equal to 1, what are the J values? S plus L plus S up to L minus S, mod of L plus S. Quantum mechanically you can define J values as mod of L plus S up to mod of L minus S. So L minus S, 1 minus 1, that is 0, and 1 plus 1, that is 2. So 0 to 2. J values are from 0 to 2. That means 0, 1 and 2. So J values are 0, 1, 2. So we have defined S is equal to 1, L is equal to 1, and these are J values. So we can write now this first set of triplet terms. So how to write that? With L is equal to 1, what letter we are going to use? P. Okay, because S, P, D, F, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So therefore for L is equal to 1, we are going to use letter P. P terms will be there with J value 0, 1, 2. So we have 3 triplet terms, and S is equal to 1, therefore multiplicity of states according to the formula 2S plus 1, that will be 3. Therefore these are the triplet terms. So we will get 3 triplet terms. What are these 3? Triplet P0, so first value of J, triplet P1, second value, and triplet P2. Why P later? Because L is equal to 1. Why triplet? Because S is equal to 1. And what are these 0, 1, 2? These are the J values. So 3 triplet terms we have here. With the first combination, S is equal to 1, L is equal to 1. Now what will be the second combination here? S is equal to 1, L is equal to 2. Let us see now what are the triplet terms for S is equal to 1 and L is equal to 2. This second set. So S is equal to 1, L is equal to 2. The J values are L plus S up to L minus S. Mod of L plus S up to mod of L minus S. So L minus S, 2 minus 1, that is 1, and L plus S, 2 plus 1, that is 3. That means 1 to 3, all these values included here. So 1, 2, 3. So J values are 1, 2, 3. So therefore the triplet terms are here. L is equal to 2. So which letter we have to use here? S, P, D. That means D. Okay. So for S, you know that L is equal to 0. For P, L is equal to 1. And for D, L is equal to 2. Therefore, you can see here we have used D letter. S is equal to 1. Therefore, multiplicity of states is 3. Therefore, triplet terms. So triplet D1, triplet D2 and triplet D3. These are the 3 triplet terms again here for the second set. Okay. So 3 triplet terms for first set, 3 triplet terms for second set. Similarly, we will find out now the triplet terms for the third set, where S is equal to 1 and L is equal to 3. The third value of L. Okay. Again, J values are from L plus S to L minus S. So L minus S, 3 minus 1, that is 2, and 3 plus 1, that is 4. 2 to 4 all values. So therefore J is equal to 2, 3, 4. These 3 values. And since L is equal to 3, which letter we are going to use while representing the term? S, P, D, F. So L is equal to 3, represent letter F, capital F. And S is equal to 1, triplet state. So therefore triplet F2, triplet F3, triplet F4 according to the J values. So we have 3 different values of these triplet terms for this third set of values of S and L. So S is equal to 1, L is equal to 1, 2, 3. Therefore we get 3 sets depending on the value of L, whether 1 or 2 or 3, and therefore each time we get 3 triplet terms. Okay, triplet P terms, triplet D terms and triplet F terms. So total 9 triplet terms And earlier for s is equal to 0, we have got singlet terms, three singlet terms. So 3 singlet and 9 triplet, total 12 terms are there for PD configuration for 2 valence electron system. So 12 spectral terms we can use here for this PD configuration of the electron. So because of these transitions in PD configuration, there can be 12 different terms involved in the spectra. So thus 2 electron system in PD configuration with LS coupling gives 3 singlet states for S is equal to 0 and 9 triplet states for S is equal to 1. So total 12 terms are there. Total 12 terms are there. So this is very important. So for any configuration, just now we have seen this example for PD configuration. So similarly, you can find out that in 2 valence electron system, whatever the configuration involved, SS, PF, DD, whatever it may be, by the same way, just now we have exercised here, by the same way you can find out how many terms are involved. You can even find out what are the singlet terms. They can be defined here very well from these types of exercise. Okay, so for PD configuration we have defined all these 12 terms here. Now let us define this, let us represent these terms with the help of vector diagram. So vector diagram for PD configuration with LS coupling, that we are going to represent here. So first of all, we shall draw the vector diagram for singlet terms. So singlet terms, as we have seen, S is equal to 0 and L is equal to 1, 2, 3. So see how we can represent here. So these are the 3 terms, singlet terms that we have defined: singlet P1, singlet D2 and singlet F3. So for L is equal to 0, L is equal to 1, S is equal to 0. What is the value of J? That is 1 here. So this is the representation here, vector representation of this term 1P1. See the magnitude of J. Here it is 1. Here for singlet D2 it is 2. So it is double of this. You can see the length, approximately it is double of this because J is 2. And this J is equal to 3. So with respect to this, it is approximately triple times, 3 times greater in magnitude. So singlet P1, singlet D2, singlet F3, these are the 3 vectors you can use to represent these spectral terms here, singlet terms for PD configuration. Okay, so with L1, L is equal to 1, S is equal to 0, we have J is equal to 1, L is equal to 2, S is equal to 0, J is equal to 2, and L is equal to 3, S is equal to 0, J is equal to 3. Therefore, these are the 3 singlet terms. They are represented by this form of vectors. Okay, this is for singlet terms. Similarly, now we can represent the triplet terms also. Okay, we can represent the triplet terms also. How? Just see here. For the first set, just now we have derived the 3 sets of triplet terms. Okay, for L is equal to 1, S is equal to 1, we have defined J values 0, 1, 2. Similarly, for L is equal to 2, S is equal to 1, we have defined J values 1, 2, 3. And L is equal to 3, S is equal to 1, we have defined J values 2, 3, 4. And these are the triplet terms. You can see here, triplet P 0, 1, 2, triplet D 1, 2, 3, and triplet F 2, 3, 4. Okay, J values either you can write separately just like this. For example, triplet F2, triplet F3, triplet F4, or you can write it together also like this. Just now I have made it simplified here. Triplet F2, 3, 4. So all these 3 are the J values 2, 3, 4. Okay, so see the vector representation. This is very important here. Okay, so this is L star and S star, and the J star, the J values, 3 J values are there. Okay, 0, 1, 2. See here, these 3 J values. Okay, so the vector L star and S star, they are oriented in such a manner that to produce the 3 values of J. Here it is 0, then here it is 1, and here it is 2 here. So these are the J star values or J values, you can say 0, 1, 2. Then the second vector diagram. So all these 3 I have connected with the red dotted curve. You can see here 0, 1, 2. They represent the terms 0 J values. Okay, J is equal to 0, 1, 2. Similarly here the second triplet set for triplet D 1 2 3. We have L star is equal to, or L is equal to 2 here, okay, S is equal to 1. See, accordingly the magnitudes are changing. Here L is equal to 1 and here L is equal to 2, so approximately double of this. So these dimensions are also important because these are vector terms, okay. Vectors has direction as well as magnitude. So while drawing the vector diagram, this particular thing must be considered, okay. They should be in proper proportion according to their magnitudes also, okay. So L is equal to 2, S is equal to 1. That will result J is equal to 1, 2, 3. Okay, J is equal to 1, J is equal to 2 and J is equal to 3. These are the respective vectors, and see the curve, dotted curve here to represent the J values, resultant J values. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So these are the respective resultant produced with this LS coupling with PD configuration for this set of L and S value. Third set of L and S value, that will produce the J values 2, 3, 4, and this is for the triplet terms, triplet F 2, 3, 4. Okay, now see the L magnitude, that is 3 here. So it was 1 here, 2 and 3, therefore it is quite greater. Okay, 3 times of this you can see here. Then S is equal to 1 as usual, and it is common. So all the in 3 vector diagram you can see the S value is same, their lengths are same, okay, and they are oriented in space in such manner that to produce the J values, resultant of J values 2, 3, 4. So J is equal to 2 here, J is equal to 3 here, and J is equal to 4 here. Okay, so these are the resultant. So in this fashion you can represent these spectral terms with a particular configuration. For example, here we have seen the example of PD configuration. You can represent it with the help of vector diagram also. Okay. Finally, what are these actually interactions or coupling? Just we have represented with the help of vectors, and therefore these are vector additions. So with the help of vector diagram, you can also represent these resultants, and they are actually representing these particular spectral terms. For example, here these 9 triplet terms we have represented here with the help of these 3 vector diagrams.